In today's video, we're answering your questions from the Security Breach Show Discord. If you're excited, make sure to leave a like on this video and subscribe to help us reach 300,000 subscribers.
Alright, Gregory, I asked our viewers for a lot of questions on our Discord and, well, they provided, so are you ready to do this little Q&A?
I think so. Alright, let's get into it.
Alright. First, we have a question from Sarcasm Boss. For the both of you, how's your guys' friendship with everything going on right now?
I think pretty well. I feel like we've mended things pretty good, and we're kind of just chilling in our channel right now, honestly.
I think so too. I think we definitely have a few more roadblocks to work through, but we're on the right path.
Absolutely.
Next question. So I asked the others, so for the two of you, are you guys okay?
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I think I'm fine. How about you, Roxanne? I mean, you're still shattered, but other than that, like...
My answer was going to be, look at me, and then consider asking your question again.
Yeah.
Anyways, they also have another question for me, I suppose. How do you really feel about Gregory being possessed? I feel like you kind of care at least a little bit. This was actually discussed in a recent video where we had a little heart-to-heart, if you will, so I definitely recommend checking that one out. Alright, this is an interesting question for you, Gregory. How will you feel if Circus Baby was your mom? Also, I want to say they actually said Circus Baddie, so...
Oh, Circus Baddie.
I don't know if that was on purpose or not.
She's the baddest clown at the circus. I don't know how I would feel if Circus Baby was my mom. I kind of feel like it would be weird. I almost view her as like my older sister. Like we're both kind of chaotic and crazy and fun. So I don't know. I feel like Roxanne like fits the motherly role better personally, but I don't know.
Sure. Okay, next question. For Roxy, will you stay mad at Sun? It isn't entirely his fault after all. Also, how is the thing with Eclipse going? I don't think I've been mad at Sun necessarily for a while. He also didn't do anything related, so wouldn't make much sense for me to be upset with him. Also, I really haven't spoken to Eclipse much since everything went down, so we'll see where our plans go. Alright, and then next is a question for you.
If you could go back and keep the chip in Roxy's head, would you? No, absolutely not. I mean, Circus Baby's son and I literally planned the wedding records to get the chip out of her head because we knew how wrong it was. So, no. It was definitely like
that, Gregory.
Our own will. We wanted to do that ourselves. It wasn't really, it was for Roxanne's benefit, not mine.
And I appreciate all that were involved. Oh, and for both of you, will you guys ever be a family again?
I think so. There's definitely, again, like you said earlier, some roadblocks we still have to work through, but I think we're gonna get through them, and I think on the other side it'll be a lot better.
I think so too. Alright, Roxanne, why did you decide to take Gregory in as a child? As much as I hate to admit it, I guess part of me did and still does care for Gregory, and especially with the maternity chip, it just seemed right. I don't know what our current situation will continue to be, but we can always talk about that in the future. That's more of a family matter.
Absolutely.
And there's a question for you as well, Gregory.
After everything that's happened between the two of you, have you ever felt bad about how you treated Roxanne in earlier videos? Was I ever mean to you? I don't think I was mean to you or anything.
Think so.
I think it was more of like we kind of poked fun at each other every now and then. But I feel like it was pretty equally distributed, personally.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think it was pretty mutual if we ever picked on each other.
Because it was never also like a mean thing. It's always kind of just been, like a love punch.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think anything's wrong with that.
No,
Some people show love by bullying the other.
Same. I actually think that's one of the most sincere forms of like affection in a relationship is just like bullying each other.
If you can't bully the people you love, then do you really love them?
It's the truth. It's the truth.
To Roxy, how do you feel about others like Glamrock, Chica, Funtime Foxy? Because I haven't got to see like most of y'all meet. Only sunny and moony stuff, so I'm just asking. And do you get along with most? Also, glad to see ya. We've done a couple videos with Funtime Foxy and Glamrock Chica. Recently, too. They were at the Pizzaplex where they tried to fix me forcefully.
Yeah.
I had them babysit Gregory. We've done a lot of videos together in the past. Just look for them. They're there. We don't do a lot of, I guess, content together necessarily just because schedules are hard to line up and stuff, but we definitely would like to do more with everybody in the future.
Absolutely.
I think we get along with most of the other show channels.
Yeah.
Okay, to Roxanne. How is your relationship with Glamrock Freddy now without the chip? Well, if you watched our, getting divorced video, you'd probably have an accurate representation of our current standing.
Yeah.
I do think Freddie and I need to have a conversation at some point, but that might be after I'm completely fixed so I can properly apologize or whatever it is that I need to do exactly. I think we're going to be on ice for a little while, understandably. For you both, how do you feel about Roxy's appearance?
Oh, interesting question. I mean, I'm not mad at it. I mean, she's here and at least she's alive. At least, Circus Baby's tech didn't kill her. I'd much rather her look like this than be dead, so, I mean, I'm okay with it. I know you're probably not a huge fan of it. Obviously, you want to go back to your normal self, but at least you're here.
I am happy to be here mentally. Obviously, it's not ideal, and we are taking steps in order to fix it and myself, but obviously there's things involved, parts that we need, so haven't exactly been able to do it quite yet, but hopefully soon. But for now it is what it is.
Maybe it's just because you're ugly.
All right, next question. Roxy, did you ever actually like Sun as more than friends before the chip was implanted? Ooh, Being really honest, it's kind of hard to say. My headspace has kind of been all over the place recently, as, well, we all know.
Understandable.
I feel as though I liked the way that Sun made me feel. I don't necessarily know if it was him that I liked or the way he treated me, but either way, he was kind of a sweetheart, and I do appreciate him or have some sort of respect for him in that regard, but it's hard to say what I was actually feeling at the time, considering my emotions are currently shot, so ask me once I'm repaired and maybe I'll have a better answer for you. They also continue to ask, how are you after the wedding situation aside from losing your eyes? Similar. I mean, I'm still wondering where the eyes went. We searched the whole wedding venue before it was rented out again, and we have no idea, don't we, Gregory?
Yeah, I have no idea where they are, who could have taken them. I don't know, it's crazy.
That being said, there's also a question, since we're touching on the eyes down here, by Unmasked. For Roxy, can you see? Yes, you guys, I can still see. Being an animatronic, we have wonderful things called sensors. So actually, in order to see the computer screen for our videos, I just plug myself into it and I can see everything clearly, just straight to my brain. But through eyes, I do lack my x-ray vision and normal vision, but fortunately I can still manage without them. But hopefully I get them back at some point. Surely they've got to be around here somewhere.
True. I have no idea where those went off to.
Anyways, continuing on. Do I still consider Gregory as my son? This one's also hard for me. I don't think I'm currently in a position to be a mother. I would like to get there again someday.
Yeah, I think that'd be great. I think we're in a good place right now. It's almost kind of like a transitional stage.
Exactly. Looks like the next question's for you.
Do you have any other outfits? Hey, just because I'm the only human here doesn't mean that we get to just, I'm like a cartoon character, okay? I wear the same thing every day. The animatronics wear the same things every day. I mean, they're painted. You don't ask them this question.
Gregory has other outfits, but you know when you see a cartoon character, like, we're still entertainers at the end of the day, so, I mean, having your designated look from the game, I mean, it just helps all of you recognize who Gregory is, so.
Am I supposed to not wear my Faz watch?
That would be kind of silly if he was just wearing something else, don't you think?
Yeah, I think so.
For both of you, what's one thing you would go back and redo?
Oh.
Well, I wonder.
I mean, definitely the whole chip situation. I mean, there's not really much we could have done there to avoid it. I mean, Eclipse kind of manipulated you, but...
He did, but I don't know. If I could go back and redo it and somehow know what was going to happen, I would definitely do something to change everything.
Absolutely. I think that's my answer too. That's obviously the biggest thing that's happened.
Roxy, do you miss your motherly self? Why or why not?
Oh.
This is a really hard question, actually.
Yeah, I feel like this is very deep.
I miss being whole, and I guess to a degree, I miss how much I cared for others, aside from just myself. There's aspects and parts of it that I wish I would have been able to be there for, and honestly, I'm more so jealous of her than anything. I mean, she took over my life for several months. She got to experience things I'll never get to experience myself.
Yeah.
So, do I miss her? No. Do I wish I could go back and be her myself again? Maybe, but under different pretenses.
Okay, I get that. Say, also, Gregory, what was it like being in the Mega Pizzaplex? I want to go. I'll be honest, it's one of the most insane things ever. Like, I feel like it's like, have you ever been to the Mall of America? It's kind of like that, but like on steroids.
Yeah.
Like, it feels like there's not roller coasters and stuff. I guess there kind of is. Isn't there stuff in the Gator Golf area? Yeah, there's like rides and stuff.
Nothing too crazy, but
that, and then just it's huge. There's neon lights everywhere. Like, it's pretty extravagant, honestly.
It's a place you can never get bored in, that's for sure.
There's constantly things to do. The food, Roxanne, the food.
The food is pretty fantastic.
Never
they
have I had a
definitely
better
went
corn
all
dog.
Out when building that place, for sure.
All right, the next one is, how does it feel to have animatronics as parents? It's interesting. I've actually thought about this a lot. I mean, it's weird in the sense of, like, obviously they're not human, so it's not something that they can, like, relate to you as much. But it's also interesting that I'll never have to watch them grow old or anything, you know? Like, it's never,
Sure,
I never have to worry
that.
about you guys having, like, health issues or anything either. But, I mean, I guess I have to worry about, you know, this kind of stuff happening to you. But, I mean, other than that, I feel like it's pretty cool.
They also asked, Roxy, do you think Eclipse won't betray you? Genuinely, I don't think he will. The only reason he did the maternity chip to begin with was because of my relationship with Sun, and I was getting in the way of his plans. If anything, I just think he won't hold his end of the deal and help me return to my previous form, but I'm making calls and figuring out ways to make sure I can do it myself regardless, so I think either way I'll be fine. I do worry having him around still. I don't know what all that is going to lead to, but fortunately we all have our eyes on them.
Well,
Don't
you don't.
make the joke.
Oh.
Okay, moving on. Roxanne, do you have parents? Well, yes and no, I guess, technically. I guess they're probably asking because Glamrock Freddy has his dad, Golden Freddy. So if you think about it, I was kind of based on previous Foxy models. I don't know if you would call those technically my parents by, well, association, but they could be relatives, if anything. Other than that, I mean, my parents would technically be the people who built me. But those would be humans, and that would be kind of strange.
Yeah.
So, do I have anybody that I call mom or dad? No. All right, and I think that's all the questions we're going to answer today. Hopefully you all enjoyed this video. Definitely go to our Discord so you guys can see the next time we're doing a Q&A. Definitely let us know if you like these videos too, and we can do more in the future.
We'll have a link to our Discord in the description for you guys.
See you all next time.
Bye.